दुग्धं गीतामृतं महते वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पल शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनीं सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं दानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पतैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूरात् भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः इति श्री गीता ध्यानम्. Let's go into Bhagavad Gita. We are entering Panchadashodhyayah. Panchadashodhyaya, 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. This chapter is called Purushottama Yoga. There's just 20 verses. But a very important chapter because it contains the tattva, the central meaning. It covers virtually the whole of what we have studied in 14 chapters. In 14 chapters, first the 14th chapter, we studied that the body, mind, sense complex and everything in Srishti is made up of 3 gunas: Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. There is no pure Sattva guna, there is no pure Rajo guna, there is no more Tattva guna. So everything is a combination. Because of this combination accounts for variety in the world and among humans also, among animals, among plants. Now all this combination of gunas account for the differences. One is not supposed to sit on judgment on these differences. Vedanta says, Gita says, one who gains guna atita. Guna atita means going beyond the gunas. That means I am a combination of sattva, rajas, tamo guna. At some points of time, you will find me sattva guna dominant. At some points, rajo guna dominant. Some points, tamo guna dominant. So you will find it in everybody. When he says gunatita, sandhi makes it gunatita. So when we say gunatita, and the translation in English is beyond gunas. Is it possible to be beyond gunas? No. It says the understanding. This is the beauty of learning from a qualified teacher. Otherwise, somebody who has not come in the parampara will say you have to go beyond the gunas. You will also say go beyond the gunas. And if you get a chance to lecture, you will also say go beyond the gunas. Nobody, right from the teacher who spoke to the person who heard and the person who spoke further, will understand what is the meaning of going beyond gunas. What is the meaning of going beyond gunas? वो गुना के अतीत होना है. That's the translation. You look, there is some translation. गुणातीत, गुना को अतीत करना है. Translation, going beyond gunas. you're worse off after this translation. You have to understand Gunatita as gunas will be there. I will be Sattva Guna predominant sometime, Rajo Guna predominant sometime, Tamo Guna predominant sometime, but they will not run my life. उनका मेरे जीवन पर नियंत्रण नहीं होगा, उल्टा आई विल हैव नियंत्रण ऑन देम. गुणों पर मेरा नियंत्रण होगा, नॉट द अदर वे अराउंड. दैट्स द मीनिंग गुणातीता. गुणास आर अंडर माय कंट्रोल. Yeah, all of us, we all have a tendency. Occasionally, all of us get angry. Why occasionally? Most of us are angry all the time. And when you are angry, you are you don't shout at everybody. Suppose you shout at somebody and that person can give you back, you won't shout. You will shout as only those people who cannot hit you back. Yeah. You won't bargain with that pizza fellow who delivers 8 slices for 350 rupees. You will bargain with one fellow who gave you something for 45 rupees. Well, he is weak. The pizza fellow is strong. So that means now what is happening is we have control over our gunas. We are intelligent enough to know what to express when. But suppose you are totally in control. That means you are not a reactive person. You are a responsive person. You don't act and think, you think and act. Even if you have to apologize, the apology has a ring of authenticity about you, about the apology. You don't have to write 10 lines of apology. You just have to say sorry. Good enough. If you can say sorry with your heart in it, apology done. So you are responsive, not reactive person. Gunatita is such a person. One who is responsive. One who is responsive to what? To all kinds of challenges one faces in life. So that was covered in chapter 14. Now Krishna is coming to chapter 15. This chapter is called Purushottama. Purusha, Uttama, Uttama Purusha. Okay. Uttama Purusha means Nirguna Brahma. Okay, not Brahmaji, Brahma. That means consciousness, which is, in the morning we chant, Tad Brahma Nishkalamaham na cha bhuta sangaha. It is pure consciousness. I cannot describe pure consciousness. I can only say pure consciousness. And if it is pure consciousness, it cannot have guna. So therefore, Nirguna Brahma. The teacher is trying to explain what is Nirguna Brahma. Only 20 verses. Before going to Nirguna Brahma, he will give you the nature of the problems one faces. Why one faces these problems? Okay, what is the solution? And what is the preparation? Whatever is said in 14 chapters, he is going to repeat it. This is the beauty of the Bhagavad Gita. It is not only the beauty of Bhagavad Gita, this is the beauty of any scriptural teaching. Go back, if you can recall, Upakrama, Upasamhar, beginning and end matching. Then it will have Prayojanam. Prayojanam means what is the benefit. Okay. Then you will have what is called Apurvata, uniqueness. Okay. Then you will have what is called Abhyasa. Abhyasa means repetition. Then you will have Arthavada, glorification. Then you will have Upapatti. Upapatti means tenability. How valid is it today? So this chapter is going to have Abhyasa and Upapatti. Is it valid today? Bhagavad Gita was given in the, towards the end of Dwapara Yuga. Is it valid today? Do you have a Bhagavad Gita book at home? Properly bound and kept in a shelf? Kept during Saraswati Puja outside and put it back inside. You don't even look at what it is written. Some people have very expensive Bhagavad Gita, coffee table book. I know a person who bought something for about 30,000 rupees. He hasn't even opened them. It is made of some wood and oh my God. Okay. This is on the coffee table. Use it that way. Or is your Bhagavad Gita much thumbed book? Is it torn, tattered? Okay, that means you have used it. And the Bhagavad Gita has gone through you. So let's see. What is the content of chapter 15? Before we go to the content, let me give you the whole picture. Always remember, whole picture is important. Abhyasa, I must repeat it to you. So, what does Bhagavad Gita teach you? You must have the answer ready. It gives you Brahma Jnana. Brahma Jnana means knowledge of consciousness. Okay, don't translate as what is Brahma Jnana? Brahma ka Jnana. Don't translate it. Brahma Jnana. Brahma Jnana means knowledge of the total consciousness. Okay? And what is Brahma Jnanam useful for? It is moksha sadhanam. It's a means of getting moksha. Okay? Okay. You should ask all these questions. I'm asking those questions for you. But as a student of Bhagavad Gita, all of you should keep asking these questions and get answers to this question. So it is Brahma Jnanam. Brahma Jnanam is moksha sadhanam. What is moksha? पूछना है. What is moksha? Moksha is samsara nivritti. Okay? All technical terms. Be understood. Don't parrot it. Understand it. So now you have to ask the question, what is samsara? What is samsara? Samsara is, and what are samsara? What is samsara? Samsara, or who is a samsari? A samsari is a person who is in a struggle. Okay, what is a struggle? And the problems are continuous. Morning, evening, afternoon, night, throughout the day it is come. There is a problem. You want to go out urgently. You have a car. You can't drive. गाड़ी है but चला नहीं सकते. Samsari, struggle. So you have to get a driver. The driver doesn't understand your language and he doesn't know the route. The problem. If he understands the language and the route, he decides what route to take. Even as you start petrol over or night in your car parking area, road ends have bitten your wires. Yeah, all this thing can happen. And after you reach your destination, no car parking space. And if you are driving, you had it. If your driver parks, you don't know where he will park. He will say, "आप call कर दीजिए phone में." And then you call, he doesn't pick up. All samsara. And simple driving a car is a samsara. You buy a new apartment. Very classy and suits you perfectly. Where does samsara come in? You miss the previous area and previous neighbors and previous friends. Here all people are new. You go back to the old apartment, yeah, रहने दो, then it will not fetch you rent. You pick up your best shirt. It is not iron. You pick up your best suit. A crucial button is missing because you have not worn it for a long time. You wear a suit every day. Then you say, what will people think? I am wearing the same suit every day. Come to food, come to dress, come to dwelling, come to living, go to the office. There's no, you see, some people talk about job satisfaction. There is nothing called job satisfaction. You have a job or you have satisfaction. You can't have both. जॉब है तो satisfaction नहीं है, satisfaction नहीं है तो job नहीं है. If everything is there, salary is not enough. It's too far away. Things seem to be going fine, you are transferred. Everything is going fine, internet goes off. Okay, there is another your problem. Look at the relationship problems. You are living constantly wanting the approval of somebody. You wear a new dress. How is it? You ask somebody, and that person says, "Oh, okay." Why are you not satisfied? You have not seen me properly and said, okay. अरे ये क्या बात? He is like, saw you, no? You are saying okay for everything. Okay, problem. And then when you realize, oh, this is the dress I have been wearing so often. So you need approval. Dress ka approval. Your whatever you do, you want approval. Can I do this? Can I do this? And if somebody says no, that is also not acceptable. You are asking somebody for permission. And the fellow says, can you do it? I know you can't do this. Then you get upset. Why? Because he has said no. So you don't want permission, you want somebody to say yes, yes. Yeah? Not talking about everybody, but it happens. When do you get your salary? Everybody has got salary, your salary has not. Account credit has not happened. You want to pay by your credit card password wrong. Look at this. This is called samsara. Everywhere samsara. Samsara means continuous struggle. And he runs about continuously, running to stay at the same place in samsara. This struggle is called samsara, and freedom from this struggle is called moksha. Okay? Now, so he says, acha, acha, freedom, there is a freedom also, there is nivaranam. Yes. All the nivaranam available is only palliative. Palliative means temporary relief. Cure कुछ नहीं होता है. So some of you, I know many of you believe in astrology. No? You will go to the astrologer. He will say, now you are going through this dasha, this dasha, this dasha, do this, do this, do this, then everything will be all right. That fellow is giving you hope. At least, so after some time, everything will be right. Even bad times have to get better sometimes. Everything will be all right. After 2.5 years, 2 years minimum time they will give. This dasha has to go, this dasha has to come, this dosha has to go, this dosha has to come. The dosha has to go, this parihara has to be done, things will be all right. Nobody tells you all your problems will be solved from this date. He will say, see, after this bhukti is going to come. You have to be careful. Careful about what? Careful about everything while crossing roads. You will come into what is called, Chandra Dasha. Will run for 10 years. Chandra Dasha means it will drive you crazy. Before that is Surya Dasha. You will do very well in work. After that, they'll say, sir, Chandra Dasha is coming, sir, be careful. आगे ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे दाएं बाएं सब होता रहता है. Everywhere you will have situational changes. This is called samsara. And to change the situation does not give you 100% satisfaction. You are living in a place which is too noisy. So you shift house. You go to another place. It's quiet, all right. Very quiet. Okay, it's quiet, all right, but it's not quite all right. QUIT, not quite all right. Because for every little thing you have to go and 1.5 kilometers outside. No shop nearby. Quiet to hai, lekin it's not quite all right. You have a lot of money, but nobody around you to appreciate and value that money. Only psychophants who want to take money out of you. So, change from position A to position B. It is called looking for remedies within samsara. Arjun wanted to do, no? Arjun said, I want to run away. How can I fight my grandfather, my teacher? I want to run away. Ishubhi pratyotsami, pratyotsyami. How do I fire issues against my guru and my teacher, my grandfather? I would better be I would become a bhikshu. Vaikshyam api iha loke. In this loka, I will become a bhikshu. And where is he saying it? He is saying it in the battlefield. So what does Krishna say? Krishna says, Kutastva kashmalamidam raname samupastitam anarya jushtamaswargyam akirtikaram Arjuna. He says, hey Arjuna, कहां से आया भाई ये ये रोनी सी सूरत? Why are you crying? And where? In a battlefield. It is not becoming of you. Anarya Jushtam, Aswargyam. Wait, you will not get any benefit. People only abuse you. Akirtikaram, you will not get any fame either. So, in life, when you are confronted, if you are changing from position A to position B to position C, solution is not available. अरे then कोई उपाय नहीं है क्या? She says, yes, there is an upay. And that upay is called moksha. And moksha comes from jnana, Brahma jnana. So what is Brahma jnana? Now the teaching will start. The teaching is constructed like this. So Brahma jnana. What is Brahma jnana? Jnana means knowledge. And for knowledge to take place, your buddhi, the instrument of knowing, should be jnana yogya, free from distractions, free from confusions, free from pressures, free from conflicts, free from samshaya, confusion. वो ऐसे बोलता है, that fellow says like that, Gita says like this. Gita is only one. So many people have written whatever comes to their mind. So it should be free from confusion. And for freedom from confusion, one must have jnana yogya karma. Karma yoga, your upasana, you have dhyanam. With this you have chitta shuddhi. One, even while working for chitta shuddhi, it is not that I will get chitta shuddhi and then stop. Even while working for chitta shuddhi, you will go through Brahma Jnana Shravanam. You will listen. And whatever you have listened, Tat Mananam, you will reflect on that. And whatever Shravana Manana you have done, you will do Tat Nidhidhyasanam. You will try to relate to it and live a life in abidance with the knowledge. Okay? Somebody tells you you are a Yuvaraja. I mean, before becoming a Yuvaraja, you were living on trees like a monkey. You never became a Yuvaraja. You were already a Yuvaraja. The kingdom found you and they said, sir, you are Yuvaraj. So before that, you were in a tribe living on trees. So you will have to now learn to live and sit on dining table and eat with cutlery and things like that. You will have to abide with your state, abide by your status. So Vedas come and tell you something very important. And that is Brahma Jnanam. And what is Brahma Jnanam talking about? Brahma Jnana talks about you. Okay? It doesn't talk about somewhere either. It talks about you. Brahma Jnana, subject matter, you are the subject matter. And what does it tell you? Tat Tvam Asi. You want to be free, no? Moksha. You want to be free from fear. You want to be free from dukkha. You want to be free from the pressures of samsara. Brahma Jnana comes to the whole. You are already there. He says, what? How can it be? Samshaya. He said, you have to prepare this. So let's take a small example on how I am free even while I am facing problems. Okay, let's look. I am acting in a play. I am playing the role of Raja Harish Chandra. So Harish Chandra ke life mein he was living very well, and then he gave a commitment to somebody that I will be your bonded labor. So the person comes and produces a document. You are my bonded labor. So he leaves everything and goes after that person. And he makes him do every Raja, he makes him do every little thing, and he struggles. His wife struggling somewhere, his son is struggling somewhere. Finally, itna struggle ke baad, he gets a job in a cremation ground as an assistant of a dome. He says, whatever be the struggle, I will not give up my dharma. I will do what is proper. He is getting the job of a dome's assistant in a cremation. His wife is suffering elsewhere. Her son dies of snake bite, and she brings the child for cremation. Now Harishchandra sees, he says, my God, his own son. And he tells her, are you not so and so? She says, only Harishchandra can recognize this. Ordinary man cannot recognize my identity. Are you Harishchandra? What has happened to you? So he's like a kangal, dadi vadi barke. Throughout the day, it's smoke and fire. His eyes are red, and he's looking ugly, smelly. And she says, this is our son, and you are asking for payment for cremating our son. He says, it is my dharma. I have to rely on this. One person is playing the role of Harishchandra. The last scene, he has to ask his wife to pay for the cremation of his own child. She says, I don't have anything to give you. He says, your upper vastra you are wearing, give me that vastra. And this person has to act. Well, how will he act? Tat Rupa acting he will do perfectly. And the audience, everyone will be shedding tears. They are glad to be, wow, kya performance kiya. The play is over. All the actors will come on stage. He comes with the he comes with the makeup of Harishchandra, dadi, red eyes, glycerin dal ke laal ho gaye. He will come and stand there. Thank you for coming. Excellent actor. Thank you for coming. He gets an award as the best actor. He went through all the pain. He went through Putra Shoka. How could he go through? Because he knew it was not real. He was only acting. There was a space. The actor and the Harishchandra had the same body. The nose was same, hand was same, everything was same. What was not same? There was a distance here between the role and the role player. The role player knew very well that he is only acting as Harishchandra. He is really not Harishchandra, and the problem of Harishchandra did not go beyond the role and touch the role player. He says, sir, he tells the director, sir, इससे और दर्द भरा सीन दीजिए ना मुझे, है ना? You also acted. Neighbor has a problem. How detached you are. Now Brahma Jnana comes and tells you something. Brahma Jnana comes and tells, you think you are a samsari. What is that thing based on? The problems you are facing. Who is facing the problem? He says, have a distance between the role player and the role. Samsari is a role, and you, the conscious being, are the role player. Have a distance. Once the distance comes, the problems of the role, what will happen? They will remain with the role. You have to have the jnanam. You have to have the clear knowledge that you are the role player and not the role. Takes time. You are easily able to appreciate what happens in a movie theater. You are easily able to appreciate what happens in a stage play. But when it comes to this life, it seems a little difficult. Seems a little difficult because by default, everyone, you, not only you, everyone around you has assumed this sansari status. One more example, you are seeing yourself in a mirror. You have assumed that the mirror is real, the image is real, pratibimba is real, and bimba is not real. You are not able to see the bimba, you are only able to see the pratibimba. Looking at the pratibimba, you say, this is not okay, this is not okay, no shape, ठीक नहीं है, बहुत सारे बाल झड़ गए, too much hair has grown. So based on pratibimba, you are trying to run your life. Whatever changes you make to the pratibimba is not going to change it. What will make a change? You have to understand pratibimba hai yaar, main alag hu. That knowledge will free you. That is called moksha. आप समझ गया? This is how we lead to chapter 15, and this is how parampara teaching goes on. In few words, in few sentences, the teacher gives you the whole vision. Okay? You can get rid of samsara only by jnanam. There is no other way. Jnanam vina mokshona siddhyate. Okay? So now we start chapter 15. Let us start chanting. Om Shri, and then there is a question at all by Arjuna here. Krishna teaches. Om Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namaha. अथ पंचदशोऽध्यायः पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः. It's a topic of the whole person. Shri Bhagavanuvaच ऊर्ध्वमूलम् अथ शाखम् ऊर्ध्वमूलम् अथ शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम्. Whole line. ऊर्ध्वमूलम् अधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम्. Once more. ऊर्ध्वमूलम् अधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम्. छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. All second line. छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. Whole verse. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. If you have the book, look at the book and learn chanting. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha ऊर्ध्वमूलम् ऊर्ध्वमूलम् मूलम् अधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम्. छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. So look at the words. This is compared to a ashwatha tree. Ashwatha tree is people tree. Okay? Ashwatha tree. And he says, Urdhva Mula. The root is above. Adha Shakha. So if you go by literal meaning, somebody translate, they'll say the roots are above, the thing is below. And if it is not properly explained, you will get confused. Now, when I'm talking about Urdhva Moolam and Adha Shakam, I am not talking about position. I am not talking about position. I am talking about, I am using figuratively the position to show when I say Moolam, see, it not only means up, it also means superior. And superior is considered high. So Urdhva Moola, the root is superior to the shaka. Shaka means branches. In an ashwatha tree, or for that matter, any tree, urdhva mula. Mula is urdhva, superior. Shaka is inferior. Inferior means not to be dismissed. Without mula, shakas cannot exist. Urdhva moolam athashakam adhashakam ashwattam prahu avyayam. Okay, now let us look at it. The mula is unchanging. Okay, the branches are changing so often that the tree that you see today is not the same tomorrow. Some leaves have fallen, some branches have fallen, new branches have come, new trees, new leaves have come. So urdhva moolam adashakam prahu, it is said to be avyayam. Moolam is avyaya, no changes, lot of changes in the branches. And one more thing, the moola is not visible. Have you seen the root of a tree? Do you doubt the existence of a root? Do you? The tree cannot stand without a root. So urdhva moolam, the superior is not visible. Adhashakam, the effect is visible. The cause is not visible. The effect is visible. Come to our life. Okay? What you see happening around you is the shaka, branches, variety. What is the cause? Are you able to see the cause? But there must be a cause. If I was born, there must have been a cause. If I know this subject today, there must have been a cause. So moola is there. Without moola, the tree cannot survive. Without moola, samsari cannot survive. There is no samsari without a cause. Why is there what is the cause? The cause is janma, 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 janma. I have seen myself as a struggler. Even now, everybody sees oneself as a struggling person. What is your struggle? Okay, there are some other. At some point of time, I have always felt I didn't want to compete. I didn't like competition at all because it used to put me under pressure. When I was in school, so I came first in one examination. The next examination, I came fifth. So the teacher told me, you have lost your rank. But I got more marks than what I got the previous time. There were four more people got higher, more marks. Is it right to say I've lost my rank? I've done better than last time. Okay, others have perhaps done well. So the teacher says, even that fellow has also, fellow who comes last, he has exceeded you. He has come fourth rank, you have come fifth rank. I can see mathematics, I got only 90. This time I got 95. Bring your father. That's the one example. I didn't like competition. Then you join work. Promotion, do you get naturally? There are 30 people. Out of them, 10 will be selected. Of the 10, 5 will be reserved candidates. Only 5 I will get. So chances of rejection high. I didn't get competition. Everywhere competition. Competition. I didn't like it at all. At later stage, as a senior citizen, I thought, Arey, Abhi, I am free from competition. So I joined a group. That group says, seniors today singing contests. First, second, third prize. Yeah, marne ke time maybe first, second, third prize. ये क्या competition? ऊर्ध्व मूलम Shakam. Why you compete? You compete all the time. Even cremation ground, there is a queue there. 7 fellows ahead. And VIP comes, means सब pushed ahead and the VIP goes first. उधर भी आगे पीछे. स्वर्ग लोग में भी आगे पीछे. In Swargaloka आगे पीछे. In Pitraloka आगे पीछे. Tell me which loka you don't have आगे पीछे. So, he is comparing this tree to our life. What are the points of comparison? See, it's a small chapter, but each verse will take 1 or 2 days. 20 verses only will take half an year virtually. Such a big, small but very powerful chapter. Don't worry, I won't take half a year. I have only 6 months to complete this 18 chapters. So, there are certain common features between the tree and the samsara. Before we go, one more thing. This Srishti, who is the Srishti Karta? Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the Moola, root. What you see are the branches, varieties of branches. And what is the root of Moola? Bhagavan. And Bhagavan is not visible. But the visibility of the Srishti tells you that there must be a root. This is how you argue, you know. भगवान कहाँ है? भगवान तो कुछ दिखता नहीं है, इधर दिखने की क्या जरूरत है? Do you have a grandfather? Hey, did you have forefathers? Yes. Show me, where are they? So I cannot show there no forefather. And if there were no forefathers, ये अपना fifth father कैसे आ गया? So there is a reason, no? There is a cause. The cause is invisible, the effects are visible. The cause is non-changing, the effects are changing. Like a tree, it changes very often. So let's see the points of common features between life and the tree. Ashwatha tree. Mahatva, it is huge. When you say something is big, you cannot trace the beginning or the end. Which came first, the tree or the seed? Seed. How did the seed come? From the tree. How did the tree come? You go into an infinite loop. Okay. In the same way, Srishti came first or Bhagavan came first? No, Bhagavan. Where did Bhagavan come from? Where did Srishti come from? So Ashwa, it's Mahatva, it is huge. And it is huge. Then along with that comes Adhyanta. Adhyanta means Adhyanta Rahitam. It cannot trace the beginning or the end. Life may be Vasa. When did you start? When did your life start? How many janmas can you go back and find out? Huh? You started on this day. Okay, I started in the beginning of this kalpa. Where were you beginning of the before the kalpa? Where was the kalpa before it became this kalpa? Impossible to trace. Okay, it is Adi Antarahita. Then Anirvachaniyam. It cannot be categorized and explained logically. I can give you examples. I can give you imagery. I can give you some drishtanta. But I cannot give you a perfect dot the I, cross the T's kind of logical explanation. I cannot give. It is anirvachaniya, both life and the tree. Then, moolatva, there is a moola. The root of the tree is not visible. All you see is only shaka. The shaka is our life and the moola is Bhagavan. Okay? You can see, you can take it as, in fact, they have no choice. Bhagavan ka, if there is no Bhagavan, if there is no root, how can the tree come? So Bhagavan. Okay. But without the root, the tree cannot stand. Your samsara is standing today because of Bhagavan alone. Urdhva Moola, Atashaka. Next feature, shakas are there. Lot of branches. Branch, branch ke branch, branch ke branch. Is our life having so many branches? Yes. There are so many branches, relatives, sub-relatives, that side. Apart from that, look at the kind of roles you play. So many roles you play. The roles are increasing. More and more roles you play. There's a client, what do you call, there's a client and what do they call client and professional relationship? You know, there's a trainer, whatever you call it. I forget the client. That means there must be a service provider. The client service provider relationship, the teacher student relationship, there is a husband wife relationship, the brother sister relationship, brother brother relationship, citizen nation relationship. So many relationships are there, all shakas. So many shakas are there. Now, come to very important. Parna. Parnani. Parnani means leaves. Pan kaise aaya? Parna se. Sanskrit, it is called Parna. From that it has come Pana. Parna. Parnani. Parnani means leaves. And what do the leaves do? Leaves protect the tree. It is the leaves that make chlorophyll, and that is the one who absorbs. It manages the running of water everywhere. It provides a basic, protection for the fruit, and then it becomes a fruit. So parnatvam, protection. Very beautifully it is related here. Just as leaves protect the tree, you see there was a line there. Chandamsi yasya parnani. Chanda means Veda here. Veda karma protect your samsara. You are in a struggle all the time. Is there a protection available? Yes. If you do your karma in alignment with dharma, your samsara is protected. You will have struggles, but handleable struggles. If you do not in alignment with dharma, then your struggles become a little too much, unmanageable. Have you filed your returns on time? No problem. If you have not filed your return on time, notice will speak. Have you paid taxes? No, sir. Notice will come. If you align that before this day, I file my return. This chinta. Somebody says, file this return by this time. You file it. You file it before time. What happens to you? You are dancing about in Ananda, moksha. So, Chandamsi yasya parnani. The chanda here means Veda karma, Vaidika rituals, and karma yoga protects your life, protects your samsara. So then that is parnatvam. Then you have phalam. There will be phala, good or bad, whatever action you do, there will be phalam. Okay? There will be phalam. Then the tree will give ashraya, ashrayatvam. So you are a samsari, you will give ashraya to people around you, family, children, parents, all these people, and your employees, and they will come and live in that branch. They will build their nests. Unka samsar chalega. So just as a tree gives, you also just look at how many people you are sustaining by your karma. Don't just look at relatives. So as a shop from which you buy groceries every month. There is a milkman who gives milk packets to you every day. There is a maid servant who comes and cleans your house. Once in 3 months you call those. What is that company? Which call and comes and cleans your house. You have an internet connection. What are they? Nes, Ashrayatvam. They depend on you. You want to see. 1 month you don't pay the subscription. They call you. Sir, your line is inactive, sir. Ah, that's right. Urban company. You're providing them custom. I got a message yesterday. Sir, it's last time. It's 45 days since you had your haircut. Come and have a haircut. That fellow is keeping track of when I had my haircut. So the fellow is having Ashraya in me. Another important thing in life, Chalanatvam. Hey, what is there at 6:25 is not there at 6:30. At 5:28, nobody was in the classroom. Only I and our friend Ramesh was. 5:30, all of you are here. 6:30 only even I won't be here. Chalanatvam. What is here is not here in a few minutes from now. Chalanatvam. Okay? Very, very important part. Chedyatvam. You can cut the tree. You can cut the tree from the root. Your samsara also you can root out. Not by abandoning in knowledge. You can see there is no samsara. We'll see that as we go. Chedyatvam. Okay. So remember all these about a tree and your life. 10 points. Okay. Then very important now. Urdhva Mula. Urdhva Mula means the root is not visible. You have to insightfully understand that there is a cause. The cause is Bhagavan. The cause is your own past karma. If I am something today, it is because of my past karma. If I am able to speak to you today on this subject, it is because of past karma. If many of you are able to attend this session today, it is because of past karma. You have to understand, to be born in Bharatavarsha is a punya, past karma. If you are born in Iceland, you will have no exposure to Vedanta. To be born as a Hindu, not a Hindu. Vaidika means Ved Shastra के फॉलो करने वालों के फैमिली में आपकी अगर जन्म हुई है तो अंडरस्टैंड इट इज अ पुण्य बिकॉज यू आर फॉलोइंग वेद शास्त्र यू हैव हर्ड इट एटलीस्ट I've heard, in the evening, I used to go to my friend's house when I was in Kolkata. At the sunset time, her mother will start. She will ring a bell. Om Jai Jag. She only prayer she will do. So that means I grew up in my friend's house listening to Jai Jagdish. And it's done at sunset. Then in the morning, 4:30, my father used to sit in meditation. And I used to so go close. He'll say, he used to chant Gayatri. And that samskara has come. I get up and before I start my Vedanta class, I chant a few shlokas. I invoke all the deities and say, Bhai, aake baitho, let me talk sense. So to be born in this parampara, born in a Vaidika family, born with these values of punya, to have interest in Vedanta is a punya. There are so many people watching so many things. You say, no, this half an hour or 1 hour, we will spend time listening to Gita Pravachan. Okay, another punya. And to get this knowledge from somebody who knows is another punya. I got it from our Puja Swamiji. Puja Swamiji got it from his teacher. He says, Sadashiva Samarambham. It started with Sri Krevit Sadashiva Asmadacharya Paryantam. It's a tradition. Okay, it's called the Karna Parampara. It is a teaching tradition. It is, I am repeating to you everything what my teacher told me. I am not anything, no imagination, nothing of mine. I follow this book. Swami Dayananda. Aapki lifetime, it's not focused properly because I dimmed the background. In your lifetime, please make one investment worth it. Buy this book and keep it 9 volumes. And I rely on my notes. So before the class, 1 hour before, write down in detail. I have studied this, but still write down, revise, see that I am talking sense. It comes from a proper parampara. So we have done a lot of punya. That itself is a yogyata. Okay, now we have to do further sadhana to say that this is clear. Now this is preoccupied with worries, anxieties, and kya kare. How do see there are people who want their children to learn Vedas, children to learn Bhagavad Gita. So it's something which is occupying your mind, and you can teach them only if you know it well. Only then. So let us get more jnana yogyata prapti and In another 4 chapters, you yourself will say, Nashto moha smritir labdha tvat prachadan mayachyuta. Hey Achyuta, I am clear. Sthithosmi, I am established. Gata sandeha, कोई संदेह नहीं है. Karishye vachanam tava. I'll follow what you say. We will see that. In our lifetime, we will see. All I need is, all you need to do, study regularly. Shravanam regular, Mananam daily, Nitidhyasanam as often as possible. We will meet again Monday next. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Svino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Chobarahita Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai.
जय
स्वामी दयानंद महाराज की जय हो. सब
जय
संतों की जय हो. आपकी जय हो, हमारी जय हो, गीता की जय हो. This talk will be available to you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर
Monday. The beautiful. Very nice. Mahavishnu directly blessing us. Okay. Now this talk will be available to you in a video either later tonight or tomorrow. I will upload it. Have a wonderful week. Be in touch with Gita and join me for Manan if you want tomorrow morning. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Shri Krishna.
थैंक यू
Om
सर
Namah
Thank you,
Shivaya.
sir.
Jai Sri Ram.
Om.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Om.
sir.
Om.